I'm logged in as an admin of this website, just a sample site that I have, and I'm going to go to Site Manager to manage the user accounts. Select User Accounts from the side, and then Edit Login Accounts. I have a couple users specified here. I'm just going to work with user 1. Click Permissions, and you'll see that this area looks a little bit different than it used to. We have current feature permissions. Feature permissions used to be what we called built-in pages, so that some of the built-in functionality such as the audio download library, the prayer request and Bible study page, the calendar page, things like that, where we provided a tool for managing the content in a very simple way. We now call those features. Then the web page permissions, these are dynamic pages, because most of our users were creating dynamic pages for new web pages, and so we just threw this in here as web page permissions. So anytime a dynamic page is created, you'll have the ability to select it from a list to give to your different users to manage. And then also, as we've always had, the document download permissions. So this would be if you have a category that is a secure download type, you can specify it as you always have been able to do. I'm just going to show the web page permissions because this is the new thing here. Click Edit Web Page Permissions. Then we have all of the dynamic pages that are listed for this site. You'll see from the drop-down that there are a couple of different types of settings. They could have no permissions, that's by default, or there's restricted access. Restricted access allows a user to delete a section from a dynamic page or to edit the content of that section. That user cannot add more sections and doesn't have some other administrative rights to the page, and that's the difference between restricted and full. Full access would be the user can actually add more content, can add columns, have complete access over that dynamic page. So those are your two options. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of these. First of all, the home page, I will give full access to this user, and then I will give restricted access on the history page for user 1. Save these changes. Then I'm going to go back to the site home. I'm logged in now as the admin, so I see everything, but I will sign out and then log in again as user 1. So you see on the home page here I have access to edit. I don't have the admin tools on the right, I can't edit the menus, but I just do have access to this page. You notice here I can edit the section or add section because I do have full access to this page. I can edit the column. If I go to the history page, see I don't have access to edit the information on the dynamic page. I can't add columns or anything. I can't add a new section. What I can do though is I can reorder these elements. So let's say I want this question of this Q&A to go up. So I can rearrange that, that's fine. I can edit the content of one of these sections, so this is QA collapsible text. What it does allow me to do though, you'll see here on this screen, is a delete. So this user could delete this question, and that's going to be the same for any restricted permission. So I could change this if I needed as this user. And so this is the restricted setting. You will notice though that this user also does not have permission to update anything else. So going to another section here, there are no other editing buttons. So this user only has permission, full permission on the home page, or restrict permission on the history page. And you can do this for any user that you have. Hopefully it will be beneficial to you as you add granularity to your user permissions on your Finalweb website.